with the Baltimore Ravens.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Taken in the end zone. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And right away, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson on first down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
First
A good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
On 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Dobbins on the carry for Baltimore. Sean Bunting on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
A quick toss outright, and he's able to get up here to the 26.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. On the carry, it's Logan. And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Second and 11. Now they'll throw with Brady. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Here's Jackson.
2nd and 9.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick 6, and decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Watch the safety creep. He's checking. Crash. You go back me too.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
58,
From the gun, it's Brady. Going for it all. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Mixed the score.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Check three.
Fournette, a first down carry. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got Miller. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Pushes him over. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, quick hitter here, it's complete.
Jackson.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Let's go, defense.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. This time, Jackson will throw it. This is caught. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll try to run with Dobbins. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
On the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Buccaneers' 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. One more time with Dobbins. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this time he is in. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Justin Tucker lining.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
14.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They run with Logan. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They run again with Logan. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll run it here with Logan. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Mike, 20. Squeeze, double. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the return will stop right around the 25. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now it's Jackson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check, check. Press down.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
The Bucs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. An option handoff here to Dobbins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing now is Jackson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Wait, that wide, 80.
On third down, Logan. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. T.J. Logan, 37 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
The score, Buccaneers 28, Ravens 14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. So after the INT, it's Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than... And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. T.J. Logan, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right.
Today's final score, Buccaneers.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.